3, 2.
Or no, not Lucas B20. This is DB. Well, I'm looking at the bracket right now.
Yeah, no. The bracket's a little messed up. There was a mistake in editing the bracket. DB did move on over Lucas B20, and now it's DB versus Fiend. Both players rocking these spears. This is going to be a good match. I can already tell. Doritos boy looking for the weapon throw. Didn't quite land it, but he did land the sidelight onto Fiend. Fiend swapping over to his fantastic sword that we've seen make so many big plays today. But Doritos boy, oh, Fiend bumped his head.
Oh no, that's a Z, an unpressured self-gimp. That is so unfortunate to see. Fiend, to be quite honest, it's something that I was kind of feared would happen at some point throughout the tournament. With how Fiend loves playing so low on the walls, if he makes one mismanaged move to get back onto that recovery point, then he bonks his head and that costs him a stock, and that's exactly what we saw there. And I hope that is going to be the only time we see something like that. Fiend going off stage, trying to pressure DB, and that is going to confirm the kill on the side air. So at least he does find the retaliation and get the kill off of that and even things up. But it could be so different than what we saw if that didn't happen.
Yeah, and if you're Fiend, that is not how you want to start this set. You just got sent into losers in a pretty brutal match versus Emperor, who's now sitting up in the grand finals, and Fiend has got to be hungry to try to get back into that rematch with Emperor. And starting it off with an SD is not how you want to do it. Doritos boy, though, hitting an excellent sideline and a drop-down gravity cancel D-Light Sair. Really good awareness.
DB looking for the pogo stick option into the side air, not able to find it though, as DB now swaps over to the guns that he's been very successful at throughout the tournament. And now Fiend backing off stage, a little bit afraid of what DB might be able to bring to the table, possibly expecting that downlight option. But Fiend now trying to chase off stage, putting himself in, bonking his head again! Oh no, not a second time! Fiend, what are you doing?
Fiend does not want to let DB have the satisfaction of taking any of his stocks, so he has now taken 2 of his own, actually, playing the intense mental game and taking away DB's other stock. And despite those 2 SDs, the game is still even. If DB can't win this game when Fiend has SD twice already, it might be looking grim for the rest of the set.
If Fiend takes DB out in game number 1, he'll have effectively taken out 5 total stocks by the end of game 1.
Very few people can manage that. And I mean, I figure this is a good time to mention, actually. I've gotten word off stream that Fiend is actually brothers with Balthazar, who we just saw get knocked out on the bracket. And Stardeath is a cousin to both of them. So I guess the Titans clan is really just a show of lineage when you get down to it for those 3. And Fiend, that was actually a slick weapon throw that ended off this match. Unfortunately, DB could not clutch out this game, and Fiend, despite how close that match was, Fiend had a like 200 damage lead at the end of that.
A very, very strong showing from Fiend, despite, you know, the 2 Zs that we saw in a row, technically taking 5 stocks in game number 1. But we are going to be seeing a bit of a swap here from DB to a Diana pick.
We're also seeing a swap. Well, that is not Diana, that's Bryn. And we're seeing a swap from Fiend onto the Bodvar, actually. Swapping on a win usually means that... to me, swapping on a win is a very confident maneuver to do, because not only are you saying that that you're not confident in how your other character played, you're saying that you're confident enough that you can win on a completely different character, even though you just won with what for Fiend is his most comfortable character.
Oh, getting the down Sig option, trying to pop that. The double down Sig. Can he go for another one? Goes for the recovery, not going to connect it. The third one, and that is just another spike into the dirt. Oh, pushing himself too low, but it doesn't matter as DB does not find his approach back to stage. The triple down Sig from Fiend with that sword is going to confirm that kill underneath that island. And that is going to be how they start this game off, I suppose. Very
quickly.
Very quickly indeed, yes. I couldn't even find a
DB,
word there.
DB just hit that sword neutralite, or not sword neutralite, spear neutralite, and that was the first hit that he'd actually
my
found all
God.
game. Fiend is only in the yellow, and DB is down to his final stock. Not even a minute has passed on the timer yet. Fiend wants this win so bad. I don't even know what DB can do at this point. He'll have to find some insane combos if he wants to have any chance of bringing this match back. And right now, he's looking for an Axe Dare off stage. I like that he's doing that. That's one of the few things that he can actually find without taking much damage himself at this point.
Fiend, a fantastic upward combo, trying to take DB off to the top. Not going to find the kill. He's still got a little bit of ways to go before that happens. Ooh, looks for another neutral light to try to pop him up towards that ceiling again. But the side sig from DB back on stage. He's going to connect with Fiend's face, launching him out into the blast zone off into the left. And that is going to at least even up the game a little more. It's not even yet, of course. But getting it closer to that point is what DB needs.
Fiend is looking for the
Oh my gosh.
the down sig, gravity cancel, down sig, all of them missed. But I respect the attempt from Fiend. Playing with his food a little bit. He's so confident at this point that he's pretty much just throwing out these Bodvar sigs, wanting to end it in a stylish manner. Instead, he just goes for the coach pitch. Looks for the side signature, but it misses just by a little bit. Doritos Boy actually starting to land these combos. That was a true combo. I'm certain that it was. Oh, and he beat out that down sig with the dash in spear side signature, and this is actually a one-stock game. Fiend maybe playing with his food a little too much. Doritos Boy has the chance to bring this back potentially now.
He's got the opportunity. He's got the axe. The axe is so good in the aerial zones and has a lot of damage behind. But oh my god, what is Fiend doing? He just goes up for the slide charge down sigs, ends up finding one, and even with a bounce off the stage and the 50% velocity loss off of the hit, it still results in a kill.